Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as the motion said for today, this House rejects free trade, and we would like to oppose this motion. But first of all, we would like to give rebuttals. I have stated 2 points of rebuttals for the government team of the House. They say that we should focus more on our products, such as their example as bananas. But actually, this is really backlash with their arguments that they say when we export the bananas couldn't compete with the free trade, right? But actually, we know that our bananas couldn't able to compete with those trading because we used to use that free trade, ladies and gentlemen. So we know that our bananas couldn't compete is because of free trade itself, and it also backlash with them because it actually beneficial for our country to really focus more on our bananas. So in our next trading, our bananas could compete in our future free trading, ladies and gentlemen. Next, rebuttal on their second statement of argument is that they said that we can use the money for something else because export is something that is wasting of money. But actually, free trading do not requires any tariffs for importing and everything like that. So we actually use those funds. We use actually those money for those subsidies to use something else, to use for something else, which I will say it in my next argument. So moving on to my argument, so I will tell the free trade in the general side of view. So first of all, that Adam Smith and also David Ricardo already stated that free trading is already really beneficial for the country that is take a role in those free trading. For example, in David Ricardo scenario, they should do what they do better, so they could trade with another country that do better in what they could do better. For example, Japan produce cars better rather than Indonesia, and then Indonesia produce, for example, like spices better than Japan. So we produce our stuff better, and then we trade to each other. That is David Ricardo's scenario, which is really benefit for both of the parties that take a role in this free trading, ladies and gentlemen. And next is that I would moving on to my arguments. My first argument is that free trade promotes growth. So I will have 3 stack of structure that this will be really beneficial. Hold on, will be beneficial for Indonesia itself. First, Indonesia, if we join free trading, Indonesia could compete, and innovationness and efficiency will rise in Indonesia. For Indonesia. Okay, what?
You mentioned about David Ricardo's scenario, but that was his scenario. But what is our scenario?
That was his scenario, but David Ricardo's scenario is the base of the free trading that we could use into our future scenario. We do not have any different scenario. David Ricardo is the one that supervised the free trading, so he conclude our scenario into his statement. Next, I will continue my previous argument that we could compete and innovation and efficienciness will be rise in Indonesia. So this could lead into more dynamic business climate. What is actually more dynamic business climate? So business got protected before agreement if we do not use free trading, right? We got protected, so we will risk ourselves to be stagnant in both situations when we are really going to trade or between when we are not going to trade, because there is protectionism, ladies and gentlemen. So by doing free trade, we don't have any protectionism, so we will not going to be protected, and we will get motivation, and we will going to compete with them with our own products, ladies and gentlemen. and we will going to be the global competitors that is going to be really benefit for Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen. Next, what will happen if we when we successful compete and rise our innovationness and efficiency in the free trading, ladies and gentlemen? There will be an increased access to technology. So obviously, when we talk about technology, developing countries is still in low of technology. That's why we should join the free trading to make a relationship with other countries, that is developed countries such as Japan, such as South Korea, and also we could this could lead into technology transfer, ladies and gentlemen, and this technology transfer could lead also into increased job field for Indonesian job seeker, ladies and gentlemen. So what is actually technology transfer? Technology transfers is local companies, local countries receive access to the latest technologies from their multinational partners from the developed countries. Our country receive those technology access from them because we already bond, because we already create relationship with them. And also this could lead into more trained job seekers in Indonesia to be more developed in their field, ladies and gentlemen. Next, what if we actually successful in this increased access to the technology? It will create into the increasing of development, ladies and gentlemen. So developing countries could be really benefit if we really increase the country development by free trading, ladies and gentlemen. Why I say this could increase the development of the country itself? Because first, the price is cheaper. So there's no tariffs, which could lead to what I said before. The funds for subsidies, the funds for the tariffs could be used for a better use. For example, our country's concern, our country's main issue, education, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.